shadow.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You have found us here on the Double Trouble Senior Edition. It's a terrific new podcast with the Porter twins from Lebanon, Missouri, originally. My name's David. There's my brother Don.
I'm Don.
And we were trying to figure out why we're doing this. We originally, I ran onto a guy on YouTube who has a channel he started when he was 80 years old. And his motto is, if you ain't dead, you ain't done. And so we're going to start our own podcast because everybody thinks we're funny. And we're going to cover all kinds of stuff. Why don't you tell them a little bit about what we're going to do?
We're going to be doing things like, we're going to talk about our lives. Is that your dog barking or mine?
That's mine. Believe me, it ain't yours.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ruby. Dave is the best dad in the whole world. Just ask him.
My dog's loud, but I don't think their voice is not that deep.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get that out in editing.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We're going to be talking about our lives growing up, what it's like to be called a twin, what it's like to be forced to be a twin. We'll tell some funny stories about growing up. We'll tell some stories that weren't so funny about growing up. We'll talk about when we got a little older, our time in the military, and then we're going to spend some time telling some dad jokes and this and that. We're also going to show some funny, we're going to call it Nitwits in the news. There are going to be some printed news stories that, you just won't believe them. They're just idiots. I'm not sure what they were thinking.
That's why we call them nitwits in the news.
Yeah, we'll have to cut out the idiot part. But
why?
That's what we're going to do. Also going to, David, you can tell them about our foibles with making money online over the years.
Oh, yes,
I started back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s on eBay.
We started out on eBay. I had 2 or 3 eBay stores, never made a penny. I also tried a couple other things, the Amazon site, selling stuff on Amazon. We did one of our more successful ventures was doing puzzle books on Amazon. I'll tell you later on about some software that we use to do those puzzle books. Another one on doing quiz videos here on the YouTube. And we'll be talking about that later on. We're also going to just cover things like what it's like to get old and
take chances.
How to take chances and get off your butt and do something, and instead of just sitting around all the time. When you first retire, it's all Netflix and naps. Then it's, I'm bored. Then you find yourself sitting on the deck watching a squirrel out there goofing around. That's when you decide you need to find something to do. It doesn't have to be anything to make a bunch of money. It could be something simple like getting a job at the auto parts store delivering parts, or find some sort of a way to put your hobby to work as a side hustle. The main thing is just we'll try to motivate you to get off your rear end and do something rather than just sitting around.
I guess you could be a Walmart greeter.
That's true, but you have to be awful honest if you're going to do that.
Yeah,
you can't be telling people they're fat or anything like that.
That's true. Yeah.
That's right. Yes, we'll have some little motivational videos with some quotes from some very famous people.
If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much.
Try to get you, again, to go do something and not be scared of it. Don't be scared of anything. Just do whatever you're going to do.
Especially making a YouTube channel. Really, it's not that hard to do. If we can do it, anybody can do it, believe me.
Yeah, there's free software that you can make depending on what computer you've got. You can get some software right on your own PC or your laptop that you can do video, record yourself, and there's a program we're using called Riverside where you can invite a guest, which you have to do when you're doing 2 people at a time. There may be a free one that does that too, so that'll give you something to do. Is do a little research and see if there's a program out there you can do that without having to pay for it a little bit. We are also going to, like you said, we're going to tell a whole lot of stories about growing up as a twin, and some of the funnier ones is when we were in the military. Overseas in different places.
Some we can't tell.
But we will not tell all of them.
That's right. Some of them have national security implications, I'm sure.
Only people who have signed non-disclosure statements can see those videos.
That's right.
So we won't be doing that. So I guess maybe I ought to wrap this up now. Do you want to tell them about what's going on the end of this video?
Yeah, I think we're going to show some outtakes of the first video we tried to make here. Now, keep in mind, this whole video so far has been an outtake. So keep in mind, we're doing this the first time we've done this, and I promise we're going to try to get better. Can't make any promises about getting better, but we're going to try to get better.
Right. I wanted to remind you that we have tried YouTube channels before in a faceless type deal with a quiz videos, and mine is called Trivia Master, and yours is
It's called Trivia Unearthed.
right. And I'll put the links to those down in the description of this video. Now, if you will, once you've watched the outtakes and everything, I know you're going to be enjoying them. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and push a like button so that we can keep doing this. We're not making any money. It's just something to do, and we sure hope you enjoy them.
Yeah, make sure you comment. If you're a twin, comment on twin things that you've done. If you got a question to ask about being a twin, put it in your comment and we'll share it on the next video. We're wanting to get engaged with everybody in the the interwebs. That's it, the interwebs. Yeah.
Someday, maybe we'll even go to the twin convention in Twin, Ohio.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count on it.
All right,
All right.
folks, we're going to wrap this dude up. God bless you.
See you next time.
See you next time. We just basically blew this whole thing here. We need to start over
You
again.
think?
Yeah. But we just got to start over again. And just kind of talk like we did before.
Yeah.
Just quit looking at our notes and just start talking, and it'll come to us what we're supposed to say. This didn't make any sense at all, what we're doing.
Well, no, but we need to have some rehearsals.
Yes. We need to practice a little bit on. Jeez.
All righty.
Well, stop the music there.